I see people energized, artists energized in a particular direction that wouldn't have happened without 6 Points.
Our dramaturg, who's Orthodox, someone from his synagogue, actually requested the Metallica lyrics to use in their Seder.
It feels new, it feels different.
It's improved the arts for everyone around me. There's not one audience that we have. We're trying to reach as many different people as possible.
The 6 Points Fellowship supports artists creating new culture that explores Jewish ideas, provides project support, living stipend, and a 2-year learning program, which includes professional development workshops, retreats, and Jewish learning. The pilot project supported 12 artists in the New York City area who are exploring visual art, performing arts, and music. The project is an innovative collaboration between 3 leading Jewish cultural groups, Avoda Arts, the Foundation for Jewish Culture, and J-Dub Records, and was initiated, and the pilot was primarily funded by UJA Federation of New York.
The fellowship offers a really, really unique entry point, a place to actually walk in and connect with their peers and experience something that is entertaining, that is meaningful, that may be provocative.
My experience throughout the fellowship has allowed me to examine myself in relationship to a Jewish community differently. I feel more connected. I feel less judged.
We know young Jews aren't connecting in the same ways as their parents and grandparents, but just because they're not identifying in the same ways with Jewish organizations or communities, it does not mean they have no interest or need for Jewish community, Jewish content, Jewish conversations in their lives. And the work that our artists are bringing to these audiences really meets this very strong need for many young Jews' lives today in the mainstream and secular world in which they live.
My 6 Points project is called Haggadah. It's a dance theater retelling of the entire Passover story mixed with references to Metallica songs. I wanted to do it because I find the story amazing, but I think Seders are incredibly boring. This was my access point to, I guess, my culture or my history or this amazing story.
Now, the fellowship came from a perspective that you can't just provide opportunities for people to see the film that's here, attend the concerts for those that are performing music. One needs to be a source of fertilizing and strengthening the cultural landscape in which we live.
I never expected this fellowship to be so sort of emotionally and psychologically transformative. I feel like my work on myself and my work on my art, it's all kind of come together in ways that I never could have imagined.
We really helped nurture a cohort of artists who've grown. Sar getting a Guggenheim and Dan Safer going to tour in Poland with Trust for Mutual Understanding support. It really speaks to the fact that these are artists who are really functioning on a high level. And the work has been reviewed and gotten really great press from the New York Times, and it hasn't just been the Jewish press, it's been the cultural press.
One of the really important parts of this fellowship was to really create opportunities for the artists themselves to connect to the Jewish community. In some ways, to really develop a new sort of Jewish leadership, one that really speaks in the artist's voice. And we've seen that happening in all sorts of really interesting ways.
It was our first time when we involved in Russian Jewish community at Brighton Beach. And actually, it was our first public dialogue project.
Arts and culture is not a part. It's not something. It is a key component of what it means to be a Jew.
We were really excited to have Avishai Makonen's exhibit, 7 Generations, premiere here in our gallery space this spring. And it really had a wonderful impact on the community in terms of people really learning about the Ethiopian community in Israel.
Just as there have been charismatic leaders and adventurers in our Jewish history, people who have taken risks, gone to the edge, and then come back to report what they've seen. Artists are among that group. I think it is critical to be able to support them as a peer group, as a valued affinity group within our Jewish culture, and to say that artists matter, that we can learn deeply from what they have to say, and that their projects, their performances, their inspirations are something that are going to stick with us for a really long time.
What I'd like to see down the road is that this is a model that's replicated in other communities around the country. By virtue of the number of applications we got from artists for this first cohort, there are a lot of creative people out there who are interested in incorporating their thinking about Jewish identity into their work, but who need our support in order to do the work. And I hope that there are many other people who see the value in enabling their work to happen around the country going forward.